Hi guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another Mavic 4 Pro video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Christmas so far. And if you're watching this video after Christmas, I hope you had a great Christmas. Alright, so it's been a while since I made some content on the Mavic 4 Pro. I'm sorry about that, but the Mini 5 Pro was just released and I had to cover that. Well, I didn't have to, but I did. I have already made a video of 5 reasons to avoid the Mavic 4 Pro, but in today's video, it's all about positivity. So if you're looking into getting the Mavic 4 Pro now during Christmas or after Christmas, hopefully you can find some value today in this video. All right, let's dive in. All right, reason number 1, the Infinity Gimbal. This gimbal can rotate 360 degrees all the way around, which just gives you more freedom to experiment if you want to, if you are a creative soul. Now, you're not forced to use it, but if you like playing with movement and framing, I think it's an awesome tool to have. It lets you create shots that feel different from what we've been used to over all these years. Now, on top of that, the gimbal can not only rotate, it can also tilt all the way straight up. Same thing here, being able to create shots where you can look straight up. It just opens up so many new ways of taking interesting creative shots, and it really pushes the creativity and the diversity of what you're capturing to a whole new level. This alone is a very solid reason to go for the Mavic 4 Pro. Alright, reason number 2. Image quality. Now, without exaggerating, the image quality on this drone is absolutely insane. This is by far the best image quality I have seen coming out of a drone. So first of all, it shoots all the way up to 6K on the main sensor. On top of that, if you shoot in D-Log-M and set your ISO to auto, you somehow get up to 2 extra stops of dynamic range thanks to DJI's fusion technology. Now, D-Log-M is also incredibly easy to work with in post. Now, I'm not joking when I say it genuinely feels like I'm cheating when I'm out flying. And in my opinion, this reason alone is strong enough to justify getting the Mavic 4 Pro. Alright, reason number 3, the lenses. This drone does not just have one wide angle lens, it also has a 70mm and a 168mm, and that completely changes how you fly, because you're no longer limited to wide shots. With these lenses you get much better reach and you can isolate subjects and get close-ups without having to physically fly closer to the subject. That alone adds a much more cinematic and professional look to your footage. It's also about the compression. It pulls in the background, and this is what truly makes it feel different and cinematic. This is also how you create the parallax effect, for example. Now, if you're coming from the Mavic 3 Pro, I know this might not sound that exciting, but you should take into consideration that the 168mm on the Mavic 4 Pro is a noticeable step up in quality compared to the Mavic 3 Pro's telephoto. Alright, reason number 4, flight time. Now, DJI markets this at around 50 minutes, and you're not gonna get that, but you are getting noticeably more flight time. So if you're coming from a Mavic 3, you will feel the difference, and especially if you're used to flying a mini drone, that is night and day difference. So with 3 batteries, you can stay in the air for a very long time, you get more relaxed, and that's a very solid reason to get this drone. Alright, reason number 5, photography. Now, this is a seriously strong drone when it comes to photography, like seriously. If photography is something that you care about, this drone will not let you down. The wide angle lens on the Mavic 4 Pro can shoot up to 100 megapixels, which means you can get really large prints out of it with amazing quality if that is something you're into as well. On top of that, you also have professional features like burst modes, bracketing, and self-timer as well. You also have the pano mode, and this drone also has an extremely low shutter, which makes it possible to bring out things like the northern light or whatever you want to capture with a slow shutter. So if photography is an important part of how you use your drone, this is a very strong reason for you to go for the Mavic 4 Pro. Alright, reason number 6, intelligent flight modes. Now, this is something I personally care a lot about. The Mavic 4 Pro comes packed with intelligent flight modes that are absolutely outstanding. It has cruise control, waypoints, automated movements like quick shots and master shots, and all sorts of amazing tracking features. So with all these features, you can focus on the ID instead of worrying about flying everything manually at the same time. So if you're into tracking stuff or solo creating, whether that is getting cinematic shots or putting yourself into the shot, this is the perfect drone. Alright, reason number 7, 6K, 60 frames per second. Now, normally I only shoot in 30 frames per second for cinematic shots, and if I need something in slow motion, I would have to head into the slow motion section and shoot in 4K 120 with much worse quality. Well, that is not the case with this drone, because with 60 frames per second you do have enough frames to slow it down in post for very solid slow motion. And on top of that, you can now do it in 6K. Now, just to clarify, 4K in the normal video section is much better quality than 4K in the slow motion section. Now, on the Mavic 3 series, you had 5.1K and 50 frames per second, which was fine, but it was kind of right on the edge for slowing it down. With 60 frames per second, you are in a much safer place when it comes to slow motion. So for me, this is a very solid reason as well to get this drone. Alright, reason number 8. Weather resistance. Now, I never recommend flying in rain or snow, but I will be the first to admit I have flown in both light rain and I've flown in some snow without any issues when it comes to this drone. But where it really shines is in windy conditions. This drone comes in a bit over 1 kilograms, which is a minor con by itself, but this is also a major pro because it makes it an absolute beast in the air when it comes to strong wind. Now again here, if you're used to a mini drone, this will be an absolute new experience for you. Now, I have never had any issues with strong wind when it comes to this drone. Alright, reason number 9, the avoidance system. The Mavic 4 Pro has a major upgrade when it comes to obstacle avoidance. It now features a brand new forward-facing LiDAR sensor. Now on top of that, DJI has upgraded the vision system around this drone, including 3 vision sensors on top, making the overall avoidance systems on this drone much more reliable when flying in darker conditions. My point here is that it's much harder now to crash this drone unless you turn off the obstacle avoidance, which I don't recommend at all. Alright, reason number 10. It is the best. This drone is by far the best drone out there for what it is, for its size and portability. It's also a highly professional drone that has everything you need for professional work, for all the reasons I mentioned and much more. It is by far my favorite toy out of all my drones and equipment. It has completely replaced my handheld camera in most situations when I'm outside, unless I capture shots of the drone itself or myself with the drone, or if I need any detailed close-ups and stuff like that. Now something else, it's also supposed to have electronic ND filters as well, which means you can change the exposure while up in the air, which is a complete game changer for drones. But sadly, no one knows why these filters aren't out yet, and people are starting to doubt if they ever will come out, but we can only hope. Alright, bonus reason. Creator combo. Now I feel like I need to mention this. So there are 2 different types of Mavic 4 Pro drones you can get out there. One of them has 64 GB of internal storage, which is fine. But if you decide to get the higher end version, you get 512 GB of storage, which is absolutely crazy and completely removes the need for any SD card. Now on top of that, say hello to the RC Pro 2. A beast of a controller. It is premium, you can flip the screen and go into vertical shooting, it's extremely bright, you can watch movies on it, scroll YouTube. It's basically an Android tablet in disguise. It is also compatible with multiple other DJI drones. When you whip out this controller in public, people step aside. Now this controller has much more to it, but these are basically the 2 biggest reasons if you need a reason to get the creator combo. Alright guys, drop a comment below if you feel like there are any reasons I missed, and if you found this video valuable and want more drone content, I would highly appreciate it if you could smash that like and subscribe button on your way out. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Fly safe.